Tenses. In English, verbs have different forms to indicate the time when an action takes place. These different forms are called tenses. Here are some examples of tenses in English. The present simple tense is the most basic tense in English and uses the base form of the verb except for the verb be. The only change from the base is the addition of s for the third person singular, to refer to an action or event that takes place habitually. On the other hand, to remark habits, facts, and general realities, repeated actions, or unchanging situations, emotions, and wishes. Such uses are often accompanied by frequency adverbs and adverbial phrases such as always, sometimes, often, usually, from time to time, rarely, and never. Examples: I always take a shower. I never go to the cinema. I walk to the pool. He writes for a living. She understands English. Past simple. This tense is used to describe actions that happened in the past. The past simple is often formed by adding ed to the base form of the verb. For example, walk, walked, talk, talked, play, played. However, there are many irregular verbs in English that do not follow this rule. Here are some examples: go, went, see, saw, eat, ate. To use the past simple correctly, you need to learn the irregular verbs and their forms. Usage. We use the past simple to talk about actions or events that happened at a specific time in the past. For example, I walked to the store yesterday. She talked to her friend on the phone last night. They played soccer on Saturday. We also use the past simple to talk about past habits or states that are no longer true. For example, when I was a child, I played soccer every day. He used to smoke, but he quit last year. Questions and negatives. To form questions in the past simple, we often use the auxiliary verb did, followed by the base form of the verb. For example, did you walk to the store yesterday? To form negatives in the past simple, we often use the auxiliary verb did not, shortened to didn't, followed by the base form of the verb. For example, I didn't play soccer on Saturday. Future simple. This tense is used to describe actions that will happen in the future. For example, she will arrive tomorrow. We will have a meeting next week. Form. To form the future simple, we use the auxiliary verb will, followed by the base form of the verb. For example, I will walk to the store. She will talk to her friend on the phone. They will play soccer on Saturday. Negative. To make a negative sentence in the future simple, we use the word not after the auxiliary verb will. For example, I will not walk to the store, shortened to I won't walk to the store. She will not talk to her friend on the phone, shortened to she won't talk to her friend on the phone. They will not play soccer on Saturday. They won't play soccer on Saturday. Questions. To make a question in the future simple, we invert the subject and the auxiliary verb will. For example, will you walk to the store? Will she talk to her friend on the phone? Will they play soccer on Saturday? Usage. We use the future simple to talk about actions or events that will happen in the future. For example, I will go to the party tomorrow night. She will start her new job next week. They will visit their grandparents next week. We can also use the future simple to make predictions or promises. For example, it will rain tomorrow. I will help you with your homework.